Feels like it's been forever since I've done a streamed draft. Gonna hop into a BBM right now. Let's get right into it. All right. One person to fill this one up. We're already pretty much filled up, ready to go. I'm ready to draft. Feels like it's been a minute. I've been doing like the Chihuahuas and all that stuff. 103. Let's go. I've been doing the Chihuahuas and stuff like that, but haven't done a BBM in like a week or two. So a little bit out of practice on that, but we're gonna give it a go. So all right, here we go. Put the overlay up here. Beautiful stuff here. The music going. Oh yeah. Well, I hope everyone's having a good day, good weekend so far. I appreciate anyone hanging out, spending time with me today. Some stuff in the works, as I've been saying, constantly. But it is in the works. I'm gonna work on getting some guests lined up for the next couple weeks, heading into July, which we're just around the corner for the season. Got some season-long drafts coming up. Got some dynasty drafts coming up, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. Summer is heating up, and football season's right around the corner. So I cannot wait to just get farther into it, honestly. All right, cool. Had a small hope that I'd get JJ or Chase there, but I'll get my first. Well, I don't even know if it's my first, but I'll take Hill. Yeah, just love this Miami offense this year. It's gonna be a lot of fun to watch. Just fingers crossed that Tua can stay healthy, and it's gonna be a ton of fun to watch. So I really can't wait to see how that all goes this season. Okay. Yeah, I can't be mad getting one of these top 4 guys. I love getting like Chase and Jefferson shares because I used to be able to get as much as I can. Now it's like you have to get 1 or 2 or you're not getting any shares. So tough scenes, but I'm not gonna complain with the top 3 pick. So start with Tyreek. It's pretty hard to get Waddle nowadays coming back. Like he'd have to fall like 6 picks, which is just not gonna happen. But Olave's not a bad consolation prize. Devonta Smith's not bad. I've seen some stuff about just the value of these mid-round or these second, third-round running backs, and I think he's got some merit considering the guys that are there, like JT Taylor or JT Chubb, Barkley. There's some pretty interesting prospects down there. CeeDee Lamb at 6. That's fun. Garrett Wilson at 9, A.J. Brown falling to 10, so Lamb went 6. Everything else pretty much status quo so far. Did drop a new logo. We'll probably adjust. It's just another little work in progress, but I got the new logo here at the top right. You can see that now. But yeah, I'm messing around with some different ideas, but that's just kind of a work in progress there. I do like this color overlay. I like the kind of the different colors I have set up. So I'm definitely a fan of that. Gonna keep playing around with it, try to find a good combo. Yeah, I don't think it's possible to get the Tyreek Waddle to a stack anymore. It's not like I know earlier in the draft season it was, but now I just don't think it's even possible. Unless you get like Tyreek to fall to like 7 or 8. You can get it on DraftKings for sure, but you'd have to you got to get to or you got to get Waddle to fall, or you need Tyreek to fall to like 7. Like if Tyreek falls to 7, you might be able to get it. Maybe. Even then, that's kind of a stretch, so it's a little scary. Yeah, but I did max the original Chihuahua, and then I got pretty far on the second one. And we'll have like 6. I think I'm 6 deep on the Superflex. That's a pretty fun contest as well. Taylor goes. At this point, I'd be pretty static, pretty like ecstatic to get Olave or somehow a Monra if he somehow slips to 22, which will not happen because Kelsey guy's gonna get him. Kelsey and Monra's pretty good. Barkley goes. So I got Chubb, Olave. Chubb's gone. Olave's about to go. So yeah, I mean, it's a little ugly here. Not gonna lie. I might do a different type of build here, though. I might try something different. Maybe I can get one of these top guys. 2 of them. Well, if Olave's there, I kind of just grab him, to be honest. But if he's not, then I'm going to grab Pollard. So I'm either taking Olave or Pollard with this pick. And then I'm just going to take... Okay. Damn, that would have been nice to just get Olave there. But I'll take Pollard. Zeke may resign, but I'm not too worried about it. Just as long as like Dalvin Cook doesn't show up there, that would suck. But I'm pretty confident in Pollard just being a beast. So he could even be going higher realistically. He is like kind of hurt, or he was hurt. So that's fair. But I'm pretty confident in the mid-range of receivers like this Keenan Allen, Watson, Clorin. Like all these guys are pretty similar bets. So I'll load up my receiving core a little bit more then and just kind of load up on these really strong running back options. And if I can't get, I'd like to, I mean, Ramondre would be my favorite option here, personally. Okay. I like Brees too, but I'll go Ramondre. Probably not too uncommon of a start here. I would guess more people probably grab Higgins or something. Pretty interesting. This guy went Calvin Ridley and Derrick Henry. A little different. I don't mind it though. I think that's going to be a popular pairing though. Like JJ, Henry, and then just any receiver like Christian Watson. I think that'll be a very common thing. I think a lot of people are gravitating towards that Henry build. So running backs are kind of flying off the shelves, surprisingly. And here I'm a buyer of ETN and Gibbs at this price, especially ETN. I think he's a little bit undervalued. But yeah, feels good to get 2 studs early. So Brees goes at 30. Josh Allen goes to Diggs at the... Okay, that's fun. Josh Allen, Diggs, Barkley. That's a good team so far. All right, here we go. All right, let me try this other song here. Here we go. Gotta make sure I put the draft board up a little more. All right, so coming back on around the clock here, we have an Eckler Bijan start with Andrews. That's interesting. Fun start there. See if he grabs a receiver. I feel like that would be the most advisable strategy. D-Hop, okay. I got no 12 spot going Adams, Waddle, Cooper, Samuel. Don't mind that at all. We got the Chase, Higgins, Hurts start. Okay, so opting away from the Burrow start to Hurts. Maybe he'll go Hurts and Burrow. It's possible. I think a Hurts Burrow team did win the $1 million regular season prize last year in BBM. CeeDee Lamb, Chubb, Hall. I like that a lot. I wish I could have got Chubb. Like Tyreek, Chubb, and like Pollard, or Tyreek, Chubb, Ramondre is pretty sick, but still feel pretty good about that. JT falls a lot. I'd love to get him like anywhere past 18. I'm always going to take him there. So DJ Moore goes at 40. Lots of reaches going on this draft. I'm not really sure why. Najee got reached on. Ridley reached, but that's fine. If you're on the turn, that makes sense. DJ Moore does not make much sense on that team in terms of just a reach. But, all right. Respectable. Lamar went 33. Andrews went 35. So they didn't make it to the turn. Terry McLaurin, Drake London. Shoot, I mean, I'll take either of them here. Even though I'm not a running back fanatic like that, I'll take him if he's there. I would have loved ETN a lot more, to be fair, but oh, okay. Well, there goes that idea. That would have been fun too. Damn. That would have been such a good pick, man. Darn. Like either of them, they almost fell to me. Gibbs, I would have took Gibbs or ETN there. 100%. It's okay. Okay, so now we're probably looking at just grab any of these receivers. Just whoever, your favorite is down here. Pretty high on Traylon. In this range. JSN isn't a bad snag. Kirk as well. Kind of off Hawkinson right now. As of recently, at least I've been. We take so Dak stack. All my stack partners are still available. All right, I'll grab JSN. Yeah, that's fine. So kind of getting some built-in upside, a little bit of a reach, but it's not a big deal. I'm not very convinced with Christian Kirk. Not extremely convinced on Marquise Brown. Obviously, he's a good player. Don't know, how much he's going to play. Weird situation in Arizona. They have really bad matchups late in the season too. Very low potatoes. So I'm going to take a shot on Seattle. Joss, hello. Welcome back to the stream. Favorite streamer. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you. Hope you're enjoying your drink, Starbucks. All right, so we got, did this guy get Burrow Hurts? Okay, he did not. He just got Burrow unstacked. Damn, dude, that really derailed me a little bit because I just wanted to get one of those two running backs. I just wanted to get one of these two running backs, Gibbs or ETN. Probably my two favorites in that spot. Because I don't enjoy the Kenneth Walker Mixon, AJ or Aaron Jones range. I don't really like it that much. It's just not a fun range for me. Kai draft soon. You get a Kai Cam going. Could probably get a Kai Cam going. That'd be a good idea. Be fun just to get. I could get a Kai Cam on pillow, and then, or I could get two cams for one for me, one for the dog. But also could definitely just do a dog cam, kind of get something going on the screen. Not that the draft isn't riveting, of course, but all right. So Fields goes at 56. A little bit of a value there. Dobbins goes at 57. So running backs seem to be going off the board pretty quick. Of course, when I choose to take 2 running backs early, but I didn't have any that I really loved. So I usually take Higgins like 90% of the time there. So the fact that I jumped out of my comfort zone a little bit and grabbed Pollard instead, I'm willing to kind of change my structures out a little bit. So Herbert goes to the Keenan Allen, Judy team with AJ Brown, Devonta. That's a fun start. Kind of betting on the Chargers and Philly, and a little bit of a bet on the Denver game against the Chargers in Week 17. So that's a fun one. Kittle goes at 61. I guess the real question is how worth it is. How worth it is to grab like Purdy with just Ayuk, or if it's just not really worth it. You can always grab Jawan. T-Law went really early. That's crazy. Is he going at 62 these days, or is it just... No, he's going at 70. Still pretty early, just given the fact he's like, I don't know. It's not a very attractive option right now. All right, so I'm dancing if I can get Traylon or Lockett here, or Dots. I mean, I'll take it. I mean, I like all these guys down here. Like, I'm dancing for any of these people. Like, if I get two of them, I'll be pretty ecstatic about that. Which I should be able to get 2 pretty easily. I just want to get my favorite 2, which at this point would be Lockett and Burks, but I don't feel too confident about getting Lockett, especially if one of these guys are auto drafting. I never know. I might get rewarded. No way. It's not going to happen. Someone's going to take him. Jordan Addison's been getting kind of like dropped down the board, interestingly enough. We're on to a watch soon. We're on to a watch soon. This guy took 2 of the players I've wanted so far. Come on, don't make it 3. This guy feels like a Lockett drafter, man. Yes! Give me Tyler Lockett right there at pick 70. Fantastic. Love that. Love to see it. It's nothing crazy, just getting JSN and Lockett. It's obviously pretty easy if you just double tap, but a little bit different from the spot to get both of them. So now I'm happy with Gabe here. Would probably be my top option. Or Pickens. I'll probably Pickens be a better bet here. Honestly, any of these options are pretty nice. Goddard's probably one of my top options here, but I'm pretty much sold on Pickens here. It's either I grab like Freiermuth and go Gabe now. In a vacuum, do I like Gabe or Pickens more? Probably Pickens just because of the unknown. Obviously, Gabe's on a better offense. I don't know. You could go either way for that pick. I mean, Gabe is great. Very high upside. Pickens has the second year, just sophomore bump. So, I'm just going to take Pickens there. I like both of them a lot. So, kind of hard. That whole range is nice. Like, I like Gabe, like Quentin Johnson, like Pickens, like Lockett, JSN. Just a full-on awesome range of the draft. Sorry about that. Just closing the window. All right. So Dalvin Cook goes. Thumbnail guy, Dalvin Cook, off the board at 79. Let's head on back to the draft board. I got my quarterback options that I really like in this range coming up next, just around the corner here. So those are my two top options I'm looking at. Bateman go already? Strange. Bateman went at 81 this draft. So this guy got to reach on Flowers. So yeah, I'm not going to get Flowers either. He's going to be gone probably if this guy's going to grab him. All right, that's fine. I don't really like stacking that game if I'm not going to get one of the other guys there, but it's fine. Maybe he won't take Flowers. I assume he's lining up taking Flowers early, or lining up taking Flowers at ADP if he's going to reach on that. So I guess it only makes sense. Josh Allen draft is right here, so he'll most likely take Gabe if he falls. Okay. D-Walk goes at 85. Brandon Cooks. It's like we're about 6 picks away now. Ingram. Yeah, so he did line up the Zay. And then next is the Josh Allen drafter. See if he does scoop that value. I'm guessing he will. Oh, he does get scooped right before. That's a nice value on Gabe Davis. I guess, I mean, I feel pretty good about Pickens not falling to 89, but that's pretty nice. If he's going to keep falling, that's pretty legit. I like that a lot. Yeah, no funny business here, hopefully. And then we can get our stack locked up. Sweet. So, yeah, I'm just going to stack Tua. I think he's underpriced already. Tua, Tyreek, set up early. There is options to stack Baltimore late. There is a lot of different ways you can play it. I'm not sure what Keaton Mitchell buzz is happening right now, but I did take him earlier in the offseason. I don't really feel too confident about taking Aguilar, but I would absolutely take a shot on Likely or Gus late. I'm just not too big on any of those other guys personally. So through 7 rounds. Well, 8 rounds actually. So let me take this pick first. James Cook. Jameson Williams at 99 would be pretty nice just to round out this room here. And see if Gino can come back on the wrap. Yeah, I mean, if he's there, Kahuna has 6 running backs. Wow. Big Kahuna. Dulcich at 97. I'll take Gino at 99. That's fine with me. So yeah, so I got some good stacks already set up. Nothing for Baltimore, but I got Washington potentially set up late. You can always stack. I can always go Dak. Dak's an option still. So I got a few stack possibilities. I can go Detroit. So Dak is gone, so that's not really an option anymore. Pickett, Detroit, Purdy. So yeah, this is nice when you got options late. I've everyone on my team is stackable still, besides Dak, and the other one I already have stacked up. So I like that a lot. So Pat Freiermuth would not have made it back to me when I wanted to take him. So I'm pretty fine with the way I played that. Gino will be lining up a little bit after ADP, but there's 3 quarterbacks still in that range. So it's not bad. I mean, I could take Elijah Mitchell and Purdy, but I'm not going to force it. I have a couple of quarterbacks that would just make me a 2-quarterback build, so I don't really need to worry about it too much. Probably shouldn't. So Antonio Gibson goes. Charbonnet would be an awesome fall, but I don't expect him to fall that far. But that'd be super fun on this team. Yeah, so I think likely would be a nice snag later in this draft. I could go Kincaid. Kincaid makes some sense with my New England bet. Ramondre, Chig, always a good option. Yeah, not bad here. Like my options are lining up decently. We'll just see what happens though. So 9 picks away. Any weird builds so far? We got the 6 running back build with JJ Ridley. Actually, 7 running backs. Or just 6. Yeah, 6, and then you grab Greg Dulcich at 97. Just what you need on that 6 running back team. So this guy started 4 off the gate and then cooled off completely, grabbed everything else that he needed, and then went back to receiver. So I feel like that's a smart way to go about it. You're grabbing 4 solid receivers, then you're just kind of filling out your room. Checo, Charbonnet, Aaron Jones. Looks like grabbing values on a few of them. Kittle, Watson, and Juju Smith-Schuster. It's a fun team. Getting Lamar stack. He did. Once he got Lamar, he did start stacking up. He did start stacking up, even if he reached up to DJ Moore. I don't see a world where I want DJ Moore without Justin Fields. So I'm unfortunately just Fields goes a little after, so you can't really guarantee you lock it up. But not many people are like willing to take Justin Fields right away if they're not. But that's like the only time I wanted to take him. So Chain goes, unfortunately, a little bit early, which sucks. Romeo Dobbs went at 112. Sky Moore going 112. It's not a bad range. All right, so a few options that I like here. We'll see how we go about it here, though. It's just hard. Like a lot of people are like fudding Geno. I don't see it. I don't see it. I think there's no reason he shouldn't be good. Only if do we have the Metcalf team? He has 2 quarterbacks. There's no reason to take him. Please. I just think like it doesn't make much sense. Like he's solid, and in reality, he's gotten another weapon, maybe 2 weapons added to his offense. Kenneth Walker could progress further, and JSN will get better as the season goes on. So as long as he just kind of like doesn't completely implode, he should be pretty good, in my opinion. I just don't see a path to him just being absolutely horrible. In my opinion, it just doesn't make any sense. There are Miami options late. Whether you want to go with like your flavor of any of these people. I wonder what Elijah Higgins buzz is going on right now. Let's check it out. Elijah Higgins news recently. I just want to see. It's like that thing bothers me. I want to know what's happening with him. It's like Michael Gallup. Kincaid falls a lot. Chig I like just late in general. And I'm not big on Odell. He fits this team, but I would just much rather grab Likely and whatever. See what happens if Andrews misses a game late in the season. Likely is just an absolute smash. So probably a 3 tight end build. I could probably stop at 4 running backs or 5, depending on what we get. Jalen Warren at 124. We'll see what kind of running back options we can get late. Kind of have the flexibility to do whatever we want with this room, though. So Odell will go. Very strange build. I'm okay. Odell's going to fall to 125 all the time. I'd rather just have Michael Gallup. Fits with this Dallas-Detroit bet I have. I mean, Goff does make some sense to just like scoop up, but I'm not going to fall over my chair for him. There's one guy I'd really like to get falling, and we'll see if he falls back to me. We'll find out. Actually, there's 2. I would take either of them. You probably know who I'm talking about already, as if saying it out loud does anything, but I don't like to jinx myself. I just want to see what happens. Never speak of the names you want to draft. They'll always get picked. I'm sure everyone knows how that goes. So I feel like we're covered. I mean, usually you would think like, oh man, you took 2 running backs early in the first 3 rounds. You're going to be in trouble at receiver. I feel like we recovered quick. It's just how are we going to piece tight end together at this point is the only question I have, and the only worry I have right now. So I don't know how we're going to make it work. I'm not sure what my plan is right now, but I have a lot of tight ends that I could grab. It's always Noah Fant's always there. He's just a guy that's there. I missed on my favorite options, which were Njoku, Freiermuth, just kind of like grab your last bets. But there's some options here I don't hate. Otherwise, I'm probably just going to take a detour for running back again and just full punt tight end and just kind of say, like, give me 10 points and then maybe give me a spike week late in the season and I'll be happy. So, Dawson Knox. Definitely likely is one of my top options late. So I will be grabbing him on this team. But we'll see. See what happens. All it takes is some camp buzz around some of these guys, and they're going to fly up. Like these tight ends. Like one of these days, a Miami tight end is going to be making some noise in pre-camp, in the camps, and it's going to be wild. Or a Miami third receiver. Like something like that's going to happen. And I will be grabbing up all the shares of that player when I can, because there's a lot of value in this Miami offense that still is yet to be like extracted. And I think it's that tight end / that third wide receiver, especially if they're just slinging it. And I think they will. So I like Laporta a lot. He's a fun bet to make. He fits my build as well a lot. So maybe I'll go that route. We'll see. 4 picks away. Laporta's at 160, right? 156, 166. Okay, so we'll see. See what happens. I'd be fine with Kendra and Tank, and like grab like one guy late, like Gus maybe, and just be done. But I guess probably the best decision is grab a tight end here, and then grab a running back. That's my preferred choice here. This guy's a wild card. It's one of those wild card drafters. Grab Rashee Rice, Alec Pierce. This guy's auto drafting, isn't he? Shoot, I think he's auto drafting. That's the worst, man. When an auto draft here, like, is the reason you can't get the guy you wanted to get falling. That's so lame. It's fine. I will get Kincaid. I've got a lot of Kincaid from like other like stuff. It just sucks. Really sucks. So Laporta at 166. Default one, yeah. So it'd be like right at ADP. I grab Kendra. Play the hits there. Yeah, we just got to figure out tight end. I mean, I feel pretty good about everything else so far. I just got to figure out tight end at this point. It's not going to be easy. It's looking more and more scary as I get further into this draft. Does any of these reaches make sense? Could go over She Rice or just grab one of these other bets on Jaden Reed and Marvin Mims. I'm just cool. I'm cool grabbing like an early Marvin Mims for this team. I'll probably stop at 8. Maybe a 4 tight end build. Because I could go 2, 5, 8. Which would be 3, 2, 5, 8, 3, or I'm gonna do 2, 4, 8, 4. I mean, because Roger and Pollard are my anchors here, and then I have like other stuff, going on. Probably 5, 8, 3. Makes more sense. Just I wish I could do more, but I don't think it makes sense right now. So we'll see if I can get the guys I want now, since I missed out on the first one I wanted. I feel decent about it. I'll definitely get one of them. Just don't know if I'll get both. I feel like he has upside, right? He has upside. He has tons of upside. Just need him to play. Yeah, I would like to have this, like, as these top 3 guys be my tight end room to finish this build off. I can grab Gus as like an in between Mostert at some point. I mean, I also can grab Jeff Wilson too. So I'm probably done at receiver. I got the Geno double stack. I got Miami single stacked with no bringing back, which is fine. I mean, Tua Tyreek is like enough of a stack realistically. But I think in a perfect world, I would have maybe wanted to grab like a Miami guy late instead, but it's okay. It's just tough. Like, do I want to let Knox go and just see what happens after that? Because if I do that, because I could probably get 2 of the guys I really want here, I feel a lot better about it, and just see if Knox comes back. Otherwise, I'm just like kind of like just see what happens with his like Hurst range, like Musgrave, like all these people that I don't feel great about but are there. Could always grab Noah Fant late. It just feels a lot worse not getting a better tight end early. Dawson Knox just like feels great. Like, it just, he has touchdown upside any week, and that's kind of why you're picking him. So likely has contingent value and value on his own. So like Mark Andrews could smash this year, but if he misses week 16, week 17 or something, and you have likely, you're feeling amazing. So Laporta goes. Man. Just Taysom team. Maybe it is. I'm usually not a Taysom Hill guy, but I feel like he's a good bet still. I mean, plays running back and he's a tight end. So I think with what I'm hunting for, he makes a lot of sense. I'll probably take him. So Og Pierce is falling, huh? This guy's just scooping all the value. Just a value hound. Love it. All right, so I'll grab him. And then it just depends on what I really want to do here. I think it's more important to my build to get Knox. Like, I have the premium player in a Tua stack, and I don't think many people are going to get the Tua Waddle stack. Obviously, you could get the other running backs and options like that, but I think it's more important for me to get another like spike potential tight end that actually has decent upside, and I'll just grab Dawson Knox there. I think he's undervalued at this point too. So, obviously, Kincaid could emerge. Maybe they use both of them, but Knox I think still has a very secure role, and they clearly like him. They've paid a lot of money for him, so they might have just an idea for Kincaid or just like a future. Maybe like this is Knox's like last couple of years at Buffalo, and then down the road Kincaid emerges, because it does take a while for tight ends to emerge. So maybe he's a better part of their offense like later down the road. But so I'm looking at these two running backs. Jeff Wilson and Gus Edwards are my next two targets. If I can't get Gus, I'm fine. I just want to make sure I get Likely. Which would have to be this last pick 17 probably. Yeah, it's fine. So pick 17 would be Likely. Pick 16 would be Jeff or Gus. And if I can get all three, I will. But I think, let's get Jeff and Likely and go from there. Because even if Jeff Wilson is like the odd man out, I think he could get traded. But I just think he'll be valuable regardless. So the only like luxury pick I really made was this Marvin Mims and this Ayuk pick, which probably could have been allocated better. Like, potentially it could have been allocated better, I guess, but I think it's fine. I think this makes sense. Like a Taysom, like you're hoping you can get to week 17 and Taysom gets you like a 20 bomb or something, like, and he'll be the guy you need in week 17 if that's the case. So I think he's still a good bet to make, and he's just good, man. He's just good at scoring touchdowns, and that's the whole point of the tight end position. So I was pretty off him last year, and maybe I thought last year the bet was like more so like he might play quarterback, but even then, like he still has like the potential to score points every week. And that is indeed the goal of the game. So, all right, see how these teams round out. Kenny Pickett goes at 180 to the owner of no Pittsburgh Steelers, but he's got Denver unstacked. He's got Watson stacked with Cooper. And did you get Njoku? Okay, I thought he did. Paris Campbell 179. Is he scheming like that? Or is it just this draft? 182. Where's Wandale at? 185 for Wandale. All right. Yeah, I'd be scooping up Wandale all day. Every day of the week, I'll be taking Wandale there. Musgrave at 182. So he's steaming up a tiny bit. Mark Andrews, Chig, Musgrave. I don't know if 3 tight ends is the best idea there. But I mean, he's pretty. I would take a receiver. His receivers are pretty ugly. Hey. Oh my God, dude, are you serious? He was the guy he was the guy that made this build. It's not that important. It's a tight end. It's a tight end, all right? It's not that important, but man, that's tilting. Man, that's tilting. I feel like Michael Mayer is still like good. Like he is the like Jason Witten ass guy, but at the same time, that's fine. Give me 2 touchdowns in the finals from Michael Mayer. Please, like, I'll take it. Jeff Wilson does go. Okay, so 3 picks left. I could pivot to a Miami late guy now. Assuming I get the guy I want here. Because I could grab Mayer. Obviously Fant's there. I can't forget about my Noah Fant. Not a bad bet either. I feel like I'll take Gus. I think Michael Mayer is kind of like a security blanket right now. Like I think he's just a solid pick. Like these tight ends aren't bad and they have decent draft capital. So I'm cool with Fant or Mayer. Maybe the tiebreaker is to Fant. And Seattle just throws it a crap ton. Could also go like the Jake Ferguson route, Logan Thomas route. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I prefer here. Also don't know what my favorite receiver is to use here. I mean, how old is Robbie Anderson realistically? He's not that old. He still has got some juice, right? And he might be more happy to play for Miami. It's not in a good situation in Arizona, which I don't think anyone could disagree with. Take Michael Mayer. So week 13, maybe Taysom gets a spike week. If he doesn't, who cares? I'm losing 8 projectable points, especially because I didn't spend any capital on tight end. Goodness gracious. So yeah, I mean, do I have enough at running back? Might be where my last pick needs to go because I could go. I mean, I think I just avoid the dead roster spot and take a running back. And obviously Fournette Hunt could be a dead roster spot too. But I think I'm completely fine. I just think taking a shot. Like if you're gonna go these guys, like take a shot on something that's like kind of unknown. Like we know who Noah Fant is. Like unless he makes a jump like Evan Ingram or something, we know who Noah Fant is. He's not great. He'll do that. He'll do his job. And they also have like 3 tight ends that they use. Michael Mayer is like the only tight end with pass catching ability on that offense. So I'm fine taking him. And it could be Barrios, Anderson, or Higgins. And I don't know who it's going to be. Whoever it is, I'm going to be taking a lot of them as soon as I know who it is. I'm not taking Pierce Strong on a Ramondre team. I mean, I might just go 4th tight end. I got Pollard. Oh, I hate 4 tight end build, dude. Probably just makes more sense to grab a running back. It has to make more sense to do that. Keontae is my favorite. Who knew this was going to be my hardest pick of the draft? So Pierce Strong's off the list. I would have loved Fournette. I would have definitely just hammered that home. Noah Fant makes sense for the build. I could grab a random Miami receiver. Have Tyreek. Obviously, every Tyreek point I capture. And if, Tyreek and Waddle both have good games, it's fine. I'm going to still capture the points with Tua. If Tyreek goes like 200 in week 17 against Baltimore, Gus Edwards runs 2 in on the ground or something crazy. Would have really liked to have Likely. Man, that's rough. Still a fun team for sure. Just want to try to figure out how I want to finish this roster up. Blackshear has been getting some love does scare my Chupa shares a little bit. Trey McBride has a better chance of being relevant this season than someone else. So Zamir White, Josh Kelly. So I'm probably Raiders depth chart. Like Brandon Bolden, Amir Abdullah. Like Zamir White is clearly the two there, like in my opinion. Just such a clear. And I did take a couple guys over them. I don't know if Zamir's going to be used. Are they even going to bother using him? Yeah, I usually wouldn't like if you're gonna make if you use a lot of capital at tight end, I feel like it's probably a little bit scarier to lose out on so much upside. But I think given the fact that I have 3 after round 14 picks, I think it's fine to just go punt. I don't care about the bye week. I'm still going to have a tight end live if Taysom Hill's healthy. So it's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But if I picked like Kittle, and I've done this before, Kittle Freiermuth, it feels a lot worse because you're like essentially losing your 6th and 8th round pick or 6th and 10th round pick in like week 9 or whatever. And it feels kind of bad, but it doesn't feel as bad if you're losing your 15th, 14th, 13th round pick just because they have similar vibes, like who I don't think that really matters as much. It's kind of the same concept as like, oh man, I don't want to lose all my first, and I don't want to be missing an important position. Like if you take like Mahomes and you take someone really early with the same bye week, it just feels really bad because you're losing out on quarterback points and you're like 2 early picks. So it's like double whammy there. So anyways, Noah Fant goes late, taking my stack. If I had another pick, Noah Fant would have been on my team. So I got JSN, Lockett. So Seattle double stacked. Miami only single stacked. Would have loved to get any of those running backs, but they got kind of taken a little more early than I would have liked. It's fine though. Still got the best player on that offense, Tyreek Hill. Waddle, obviously a beast as well. Seattle double stacked with Pickens on the bring back. I guess Edwards coming back on that game. And I do like week 17 correlation, by the way, because I just think you don't have to get as much right if you get a little bit of correlation on your team. So Detroit Dallas set up with Gallup, Pollard, and Jameson Williams. Marvin Mims just chilling. Taysom Hill just chilling. Kendra. So I do have 2 concentrated bets at least. I mean, I don't know how much it makes sense, but goal line, Kendra, maybe Kendra or Taysom scores a touchdown, or Mayer scores a touchdown, or Zamir White comes in and scores. So that kind of is an interesting little tidbit that I have. And then I have Ramondre with Knox. 2 one-off pieces with Mims and Ayuk, both with some good upside cases. So fun team. Very fun team. Very happy how it ended up coming together. I like Geno. I like Tua a lot this year. Especially in like a best ball format. It's like so many yards, a lot of touchdowns, a lot of passing yards. Get their weapons and enjoy the benefits of it. So yeah, good draft. Appreciate everyone hanging out. And yeah, 7 subs away from our goal. We're going to hit it soon. Probably by hopefully like early July, I can hit that sub goal. And I'm not like too worried about it because we're just doing this for fun, of course. But I'm going to start ramping up the streams and the drafts and the content with some friends coming on the draft with me and stuff like that. So look forward to that. If you are interested in enjoying the content, make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, give me feedback of what you liked, what you didn't like, what you think about my team, all that kind of stuff. So have a good rest of your day. Enjoy your week, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.